What's up, y'all? It's your girl AJ, and I am back with my first impression of Reasonable Doubt. This is season 3. This is episodes 1 and 2, y'all. This is just my quick thoughts over everything. Now, y'all already know that it's already messy, and we're only 2 episodes in. Now, the season is going to open up with Jack screaming. Clearly, somebody's hurt, and it sounds like family. Now, off the bat, we already got tension, and you already know they always give us what happened, and then they bring us back when we get to the very end. So then we're going to go back 6 months earlier, of course. So now we have Lewis and Jax. You know, they're still together. It's been about a year, and Toni is still lurking like the vulture she is. She's demanding $750,000. Jax says no, she's tired, and she just wants to, she's just done with this at this point. But, Toni is relentless, and she don't want to give up. She knows that this lawsuit is frivolous, but it is what it is. Jax is going to end up firing the lawyer because the lawyer is just not doing right. She really could have did this case herself, but we all know what it is. Anyway, y'all, we know that Jax is getting kind of tired and bored over the last year. She's been doing nothing but civil cases, and really she just wants a good old criminal case because that's who Jax is. Meanwhile, we have Lewis. He's hiring a new coder at work, and you already know that when folks are just too happy too early, something diabolical is about to happen, right? And that's how I feel about this whole entire episode, because meanwhile we got Jax and Lewis, they getting it in any and everywhere, just looking like they just way too happy, and I just feel like something is just gonna come right on in and boom. But anyway, y'all, we're going to meet Ozzie, who's going to be a potential new client for Jax. I mean, it is a whole mess when it actually starts out. They are wanting Jax to help with a possible NDA, but then he goes all off on this thing talking about he wants to think about it. And then he decides that he's just not going to do it at all. So he's going to parade his older girlfriend, Wendy. She's about 10 years older than him. He's going to fire his own mama and his daddy, y'all. So it is what it is, but then Wendy goes missing, and Ozzie has these scratches all over him. And I don't know, y'all, it's a lot of red flags flying here at this point. And it is, I do need to mention that his mom told him something about Wendy. We don't know what she told him, clearly, but this sends him over there. They get into an argument, and then it gets caught on a ring camera, so there's that. So anyway, y'all, Toni pulls out her manipulative stunt. She offers to drop the lawsuit if Lewis spends one night with her. And I'm like, ma'am, what? That is not closure. That is blackmail. And Lewis is dumb enough to not push her to sign the papers when she stalls. At some point, Jax agrees to it, but they have to get the paper signed within 15 minutes of him being there. And, he has to text her hour after hour and also call in and check in. It's not that she doesn't trust Lewis. She just knows that Toni wants something more. Lewis just can't see it. But I ain't even finna go in like I thought I was gonna go in on Lewis. I am choosing not to do that right now. I'm just gonna steer away from it. But anyway, he is back on my ish list, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like right now, Lewis, these first 2 episodes just getting on my nerves. Anyway, y'all, Corey, y'all know I love me some Corey. Now, he's being honored, thriving, moving in with his girl. He's out there in Chicago. Meanwhile, we have Bill, who's being played by Joseph Sikora, aka Tommy. Why come he just always look like Tommy no matter what? He's being a snake at the firm. He's trying to undermine Jax, but this is nothing new. This is something that we've seen before, but he runs and tells the partners, even though everybody knows Jax's tactics. Like, we know that she's going to lean in hard and that the client is always going to come running back to her, and that's exactly what happens. But clearly Bill didn't get the memo because he wants to be partners so bad, but Jax tells him that he needs to put more time in. But I feel like Bill is about to get real ignorant and is just about to be a whole hot mess. But anyway, y'all, back to Ozzie. Now, again, his mama tried to warn him about Wendy, but Wendy swears that his mama is lying, so I don't know who telling the truth at this point. But anyway, y'all, Wendy is going to turn up unalived, and allegedly she's going to be unalived with Ozzie's registered weapon and somewhere close to a cabin that he has. So y'all already know that this is looking kind of real ugly, and it's not looking good for old Ozzie here. Ozzie does end up coming back to Jackson, is like, look, I need a lawyer. But something about Ozzie is a little off. Now, we all know that reasonable doubt always does this to us, puts that reasonable doubt in our head too. Like, we trying to figure it out. And he's calling somebody by the name of Alex, talking about they found her body. So now he looking guilty. But he also is a child star who always has to smile and put on a face, even when he doesn't want to. So he acts really well at this point. So like, I don't know if he's telling the truth or he's not, but anyway, Jax does her thing and she's able to, get it to where he's arrested without all the tabloids and stuff like that. It's done real quietly and she already gets him out and stuff like that. But all I know is that this is about to be a lot. Now, Lewis is going to bring his trifling self back home. Yes, I said trifling because right now I'm not feeling him, because he doing the absolute most. But I do think that he needed closure too. I just don't like Toni because she did exactly what we thought she was gonna do. As a matter of fact, I'm with Chanel, Honey. And I was wondering if we were going to see Chanel. But anyway, Honey decides she's going to try to come on to Lewis that night. She does end up signing them papers eventually. But when she remembered that good old schmex that her and Lewis had, she thought she was about to go in and get it. And Lewis was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to lose my wife behind this. But he does end up clearing out the nursery, and then he realized that it was therapeutic for him as well. So I guess that was a good thing or whatever, but still, Lewis just do too much. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna let it go, y'all. So anyway, y'all, yeah. So again, Toni is for the streets, period. I'm gonna stand on that. And at the very end, we end up with Jax's crackhead daddy showing up. I'm just like, this season is about to be a whole hot mess and about to be an emotional roller coaster, y'all. And I'm here for it all. This is reasonable doubt. Of course, we're about to go on a whole journey. So anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Do y'all have any early predictions on if y'all think that Ozzie did it or not? Or who do you think it could be? My early predictions that it was probably the sister, most likely. Either the sister or that best friend Cash Doll. One or the other. Because she was doing a lot of talking. And I know it's not Cash Doll, but y'all know what I'm saying. The character that she's playing. So I think it was either one of them. So y'all let me know who y'all think it was. Meanwhile, if you liked the video, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future Reasonable Doubt talks. And of course, guys, we will be going live to talk about this. I'm actually going to be going live to talk about this twice, so you can actually catch either of my live shows. I'll have one at 6:15 Central Standard Time, and then I'll have another at 8:15 Central Standard Time on 2 different panels. So definitely come and check that out, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.